What up, though? It's your man's Deity. Happy Impeachment Day. Uh, you gotta love this country in all its glory and splendor. um, there's still nothing to celebrate. And I'm gonna get this off my chest, I guess, because somebody got to talk about it. You know, while we all happy the Democrats achieve some victory. Nah, you've just compiled all the work necessary to straighten out this country, or you've doubled it, excuse me. Is now you have to reverse everything that this fool has done with an executive pen. All right, all the damage, corporate trading, tariffs, immigration. What else did he do? Freaking SNAP assistance. All that has to be reversed now. And we'll see exactly how much follow through the Democrats have in repealing all that legislation that he's done. And secondly, he's giving speeches, with his feelings halfway hurt because they've made money. They've gotten into the office, they've pimped it. When people are in office, I mean, that's the biggest form of cash and carry government that you can have, in the United States. So they've already made their money. Like, he's not going to sit up here and cry. He's just going to sit up here and give you a bark on his way out. They aren't shedding any tears. The ego might be hurt, the pride, but the damage is done. The Democrats have let this thing go on for like 3 years before they actually moved, trying to appear strong now. I think they're extremely weak. This should have been done before he got inaugurated, to tell you the truth. Because now we have to question whether voting procedures are even legit. Like, they aren't convoluted. Like, how did he get in office? Nobody voted for this fool. He had the worst response for an elected president in history. And now he's making history by getting impeached. Not that he didn't deserve it. And then thirdly, how they're impeaching the president is ridiculous. What they're impeaching him for. Because there are several things that he did, abuse of power. Like, he did it several times. How come it has to be an abuse of power where he sends or gets information, a third party involvement from the Ukraine, and abuse of power? It's like, that's the only one? Like, I've never seen any country that has exile, people seeking extradition, or refugees get sent back with their mothers actually split up from their sons or daughters. Either they accept you, or either they send you back on a boat from where you came from. I've never seen them actually quarantine children and separate the mothers from the children. Like, that's crazy. They talk about abuse of power. That's an abuse of an Orwellian police state. Then the dude asks for a wall, fills up the prisons with this immigration, and then performs extortion by telling them they need the money because their jails are overfilled. All on land that this country stole. You got immigration against Mexican people, and you got a state named New Mexico. Like, what sense does that make? And we acting like the Alamo never happened, right? So, that's an egregious violation of anybody's human or constitutional rights. But they didn't impeach him for that. Although that's some shit that rivals chattel slavery, Nazi Germany. He doesn't get impeached for that. Secondly, the whole Colin Kaepernick thing. There's no such thing as free speech. And how do we get free speech? Well, your common law from England, the ability to actually talk about a matriarch or a patriarch, excuse me, without the backlash of persecution. Like Kaepernick didn't even do that. Like he actually sat there on one knee. Wasn't even a protest. And then his expression is a violation of the national anthem. Well, you saying that's a violation of the national anthem is like a violation of his right to free speech. And he didn't even speak. But the president doesn't get impeached for violations of the Constitution of that nature. Like he has to take information to a third party, and then we as the Democrats consider him impeachable. The argument is weak. So I don't know. Like it's a happy day getting him out of office, but I mean it's still like an ugly situation for everybody. So I hope he did some financial things because Detroit needs those finances right now. With that said, for the people who've actually gotten it, like his use is over, and that sort of like spoken to people who sort of prayed this dude in the office and they were just supportive, you know, give him the wisdom of Solomon type thing. Yeah, that worked out real good. Well, you know, your use is over. Hopefully unlock some finances. Besides that, the guy is useless. You know, I don't know why America loves crusty old white men that work for corporations. Like they're going to be the prime candidates to run a democracy. What, like a corporation? Is that a democracy? No, it's not. But it doesn't stop you from doing it. All we see is rich white old folks until you get them at the point where they're just old, grumpy, and senile. And y'all got votes for these people. Are you stupid? Well, this is Deity. Deity Rocks. Hit me on the forum, www.deity.rocks. All right? One.